Today I'm going to be making a short little video on how I got my driver's license in the Philippines. So for you guys that don't know me, if you're new to my channel, I'm Jeff. I'm 47 years old. I moved to the Philippines. It's been about 4.5 months tomorrow or something like that. Maybe not tomorrow, so it's 4 months and 10 days as of right now, as of making this video. I moved to the Philippines from the west coast of the United States. I met my Filipino online and we decided to just do it, just have me move to the Philippines and live with her. So I live with her in Mindanao now. And about a couple months ago is when I got my driver's license in the Philippines. So I'm gonna go over this real quick, show you some of the receipts and what it costs, what I paid for my driver's license. And a real quick note as well, I've gotten this question about driver's license, and I've heard people tell me, hey, I've been having issues. I'm a foreigner, I've been here a year and I haven't been able to get my driver's license. I don't know much about it. All I know for me, what worked for me is I converted my Oregon driver's license to a Philippines driver's license. So maybe it's because I converted it versus applying for a new one. Not sure, but it worked for me. I'll show you a little bit of the video that I recorded, and then after the video I'll break down the cost. I'll show you the receipt and all that stuff, what it costs for, because you have to do a medical exam and then you apply for your driver's license. So I'll break that all down at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around. And of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll get right into it. This is where you go to get your eye exam. And that's when you go next to the actual LTO office. So the medical and the LTO are completely different from my understanding. You do your medical first before you go in to get your driver's license. And this is the LTO right here that me and Sarah are going into. And from here, you just bring your passport. You bring you have to have your ACR card, or ACR card or iCard, whatever you want to call it. Actually, that was not part of the LTO. I forget what that was, but I didn't do anything with that in that department. So we go further back a little bit right here, and we walk into the LTO. The examination room, I wasn't there either as well. This room right here, and this is in Cagayan de Oro in Mindanao, northern Mindanao. This is where I go at the very last spot, and that's where I get my actual driver's license printed out and get it right then. So right here is the LTO. This is like their DMV. This is where you go in and you submit your paperwork. You have different windows, and it's really funny. They have little speakers throughout there. These are little Bluetooth speakers outside the window, and that's how they do their announcements, and it is horrible. You can barely understand them. They do speak pretty well English. I was able to communicate with them without Sarah, really. I'll show you a form that I fill out later on, but I just fill out a form, brought in my passport, and then my ACR iCard as well. So you have your different windows where you pay, and here's the paperwork that I filled out. And up top, I showed you like zooming in on the actual form. I believe that's what the form is, but yeah. It was pretty funny because a lot of times they'd call me up to the window and I'd stand there and then they'd just stare at me. I'm like, what do you want? Like, you called me up here. Or like one time they said, I was in window 1, and said, go over to window 5. Go to window 5. And they're like, what do you want? And I'm like, well, they told me to come here to window 5. And they just stared at me awkwardly. And they said, okay, go ahead and just sit down, we'll call you. And I'm like, all right, I'm just doing what I'm told. But so here at the end, so I go through the process and I get my picture taken, and then this is the spot where you actually get your driver's license printed out, and it was probably 3 to 4 hours for the whole process. Pretty simple, and there wasn't a lot of paperwork to really fill out. I'm sure you can Google that document possibly. I wasn't able to find it. I didn't look it up, but I'll show you here in a minute. So I forgot to mention, before you do this, you want to go to the online portal for LTO, and you'll see it's portal.lto.gov, and it's just like an app. I did it on my phone, and it allows you to sign up. You want to sign up for that before you go into the LTO. And you can see here I broke down the fees for everything, for just the driver's license. It's really, really cheap, like 785 pesos for, see the 3 fees there. 785, which is around like 15, 16 bucks or something like that. And then this is the actual portal. Usually I do it on my phone, but here I did it on the computer to show you guys. So you want to, of course, you want to just register for an account. It's really simple. I've already done it, so I'm going to walk you through. I'm just going to log in here and do it. You go in here, you just enter either your phone number or your portal number, and then your password, of course, and it brings you to whatever this is, like the little UI or whatever, so you can check out your documents, anything like that. So here we're going to check out so I'll just log in really quick here and show you guys. This is the process you would want to go through here, just selecting to get your license. So you would select driver's license, of course. And then on this part here, you can see mine part's grayed out, but I use the conversion of foreign license versus getting an actual, like applying for a license. That's what I talked about earlier. Maybe that's why some of the people weren't able to do it. So just converting it instead of applying for a new one. But this gives you different options. It's a pretty user-friendly application here. And here I'll go on the transactions and I'll show you guys. These are a breakdown of the fees that I got charged for. And if you want to pause it and take a look at it, but it's pretty simple. Same thing I showed you earlier, and you can always go on and see your fees later on as well. So 785 pesos, but it's a fairly simple process. So yeah, that's about it, guys. If you have any questions, drop some questions down in the comments below. I try to respond to everybody as soon as I can. Anything else you want to ask me, drop a comment as well. I've got my information on my page if you want to, send me an email or something like that. Anything else you guys want to see, anything you're curious about, let me know. Create new content, so just drop a comment, let me know. And I appreciate you guys checking this out and viewing me. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, all those fun things, and thanks, guys.